Welcome to First Time Leaders Accelerated. Leading people is the most important responsibility in the world, yet alarmingly, 60% of first-time leaders fail. With over 4 decades of experience in leader development and culture improvement, I created this podcast to help you solve the top 3 critical and costly people problems. Those problems are endangered people skills, the communication paradox. Second, peer to leader. Now what? And third, Sunday feelings about Monday mornings. If you're a first-time leader, someone who hires or promotes first-time leaders, or a solopreneur selecting your first team members, this is your podcast. I'm Timothy Dean Smith, your host and leader coach. Monthly, from January through July, I deliver you concise, practical solutions you can apply immediately and benefit from for a lifetime. Now, get ready to solve your people problem. During my 4 decades in leader development and culture improvement, I determined there are 4 prerequisites every first-time leader must possess. I believe these prerequisites are non-negotiable. All first-time leaders should be given the opportunity to honestly answer 4 questions. When a first-time leader can answer yes to all 4 questions, there is a high probability they will not become part of the 60% of first-time leaders who fail. The leader candidate who possesses all 4 prerequisites has a much higher probability of successfully transitioning to a first-time leader. The 4 questions are: do you demonstrate excellent self-leader skills? Leading yourself well is the most important leader skill. Number 2, do you genuinely care for and about people? 3, are you inspired to lead people? And number 4, are you trained to lead people? Often people answer these questions with the intent of not disappointing those who selected them for promotion. Those answering these questions should be told it's okay to say no to any of these questions and ultimately no thank you to the leader promotion. Not everyone needs to be a leader, and not everyone wants to be a leader. Top performers wanting to remain in their individual performer role is okay. It is much better for the individual and the organization. If a leader candidate is lacking one or more of these 4 prerequisites, the candidate should not be promoted to a leader role. Doing so would be a recipe for failure, not to mention create distress and financial hardship. It's okay for the leader candidate to remain an individual performer. Remember, there is no such thing as a perfect leader, but there are great leaders. The insight I am sharing with you is not about an okay leader or a good leader. It's about what makes a great people-centered leader. Today, I'm focusing on the 4th and final prerequisite question. Are you trained to lead people? Often, leader candidates don't receive proper people-centered leader training. You can learn to be a leader in a classroom, but you can't become a leader in the classroom. There is a huge difference between learning leader skills and experiencing them. You can't teach experience. Once you are trained, you need to gain experience on your own. You must get in the game. A critical component of this 4th prerequisite is post-training coaching. This is often a contributing factor for first-time leader failure because post-training coaching is not considered part of leader development. There will inevitably be unique scenarios first-time leaders never expected, which post-training coaching can help them with. This dedicated coaching provides timely support at this critical juncture of their new leader role. I highly recommend first-time leaders receive a minimum of 6 months post-training coaching. This vital component of leader development is often left to on-the-job training or OJT, with the flawed assumption they will perform at a high level as they did as an individual performer. Possessing these 4 prerequisites will set you up to successfully transition to a people-centered leader role. A single incorrect leader selection can cost a business a significant amount of money, not to mention the lingering emotional distress on the people who remain. In summary, the 4 prerequisites are self-leadership, caring for and about people, inspired to lead people, and people-centered leader training, followed by monthly coaching. If a first-time leader candidate does not possess the 4 prerequisites, they should not be considered to lead people. Lack of these prerequisites is the primary reason 60% of first-time leaders fail. If you found my solution valuable, share this podcast with your colleagues, wherever they listen to podcasts. Leading people is the most important responsibility in the world, and I'm here to ensure your leadership matters. Begin your transformation today. Click the appropriate link in the episode notes. Thank you for listening to the First Time Leaders Accelerated podcast. Take care.